the big rock is, how do we find the people for the clubs, the studios? I've got 5 clubs right now. They're needing PTs, managers / salespeople, and if they're good to go now. So these people are in the box seat. So I'd love to ask you a question. What has changed in this really tight market for an employer or a club or studio that's looking for staff members? What have we got to do differently to attract the good ones, the people that are going to be the ones that are stickers?
Yeah, I think more recently, it's a big question, that one. So there has been a lot of changes in the recruitment industry. We've seen less professionals available. There used to be a time where you would throw up an ad for anything in the fitness industry and you'd get 30, 40, whatever applications. I mean, you remember those days, Steve, where everyone wanted to be in the fitness industry and employers could just sit back and take whatever they wanted. And if they didn't work out, they just advertise again, get a whole bunch more, and they start the cycle kept going round and round. In recent history, obviously, we've lost a lot of people from the industry. And I'd also say that the shine has also come off the fitness industry in many ways. People are aware that, working in fitness is not all, running on the beach with movie stars. There's actually a little bit of hard work required. And so, there is probably that. And there's also obviously less students coming through the RTOs. So employers need to be more on point with their recruitment processes. And there's been a lot of talk about EVP, or employee value proposition, which is making the roles in your facility attractive to people that are looking for work. And we see more employers taking a little bit more notice of this. But there's still a lot of employers that are not quite grasping the concept that there's a lot of businesses out there advertising, and not just in our industry. We're competing with other industries that are happy to take these people and offer them, all sorts of things to get them on board. So I think employers are advised to look at the way they present working in their facility when they're not advertising for a job, and how they promote the value of working for them and how they project that outwards, so that when it does come time to recruit for a team member, they might already have people coming to them and saying, hey, look, I really like the look of your team. It looks really switched on, tight. Everyone seems to be learning and growing within the industry. And, I'd like to be a part of that. But if you're not putting any effort into that, and then you throw up a job ad and say, right, come work for us, we're great. People are like, well, show me how, why would I think you're great? So yeah, I think recruitment has changed. Employers could benefit from being more conscious of the value of an ongoing recruiting process. And it doesn't mean necessarily advertising all the time, but it does mean actually, putting some thought into, say, social posts, or what you're doing with regards to retention of staff, how you're building up staff within your organization. What are we doing to attract people in, so that when we do put the ad up, people are like ready for it, and they're like, yeah, I want to get something into this people because I want to be a part of that team.
That's a golden nugget, Dennis. It's if you're a gym owner, studio owner, they don't think about that stuff until that person's leaving. And I think what you've just said here is, I love it. It's the employee value proposition is, what are we going to do to, when someone does leave? What are we saying on our post? How are we spruiking and making our team important to the world? And then they say, gee, they look after their staff. They're really appreciating their team. Gee, it looks like a clean place. Oh, gee whiz, there's a job. They came up in that place. Gee, guys, listen to what Dennis is saying here. It's a big picture. And this is why you go to professionals. These guys are the best in the business.